Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm actually mirroring this off of Bobby Zine's YouTube channel. Um, so I we this came out about a year ago, and we were just in the middle of so much bullshit. Um, Something no one has mentioned with these interviews, with Harry and Meghan, a couple different things going on right now. Um, the whole world is revisiting George Floyd right after the Oprah interview. I mean, you can't even make it up. It seems too coordinated. But there's one more thing. And I'm going over my notes right now. I mean, everything she said was completely written out and scripted in advance. I also wanted to say that if people who think that The Crown is accurate history need to rethink that and visit, I believe it's, his name is Hugo, is it Hugo Vickers? He has a book called The Truth Behind the Crown. And there's another podcast that I listen to that really breaks that book down. Hugo Vickers is a royal, I believe, close to the royal family anyway. And I'm going to make an assumption that it's possible that, hang on, I lost some of my notes. They fell. I think it's possible that the royal family even had him write that book and to get the records straight. At 8:48, Meghan and Harry said, "We are not complaining. We just want money for security." That's what I put down. Life is about storytelling. End of the month. Their review is ready. Okay, it says end of the month agreement is up. So let's visit that quickly, and then we'll go back to this video because I am going to pick this one apart. So let's see if we can get this. This is Meghan. Treatment from medical professional advised. Harry, come on. All right. Meghan and Harry deal up at the end of the month. So why? So that's the reason. So they're like they let this out to simmer, like after the first week of March, and now they're supposed to be having some sort of an agreement review. Remember, it was supposed to be for a year. Let's see what happens. But the Queen has been slowly picking away at this. Now, Lady Colin Campbell thought before the interview that they should be stripped of their titles. Another thing, you got to remember the United States is really big. And while, like, I'm in an area right now where just a few, I don't know if I should, I don't want to give, it would be so, well, maybe not. Okay. Nah, I won't tell you exactly. There is poverty in every community. So I had at one point had been asked to take part in this community survey thing that the census does. It's not the census. They're always intruding in your life. The government is just so intrusive right now. And I didn't want to answer the questions, and this lady kept bothering me for about a month. And so finally I did a phone interview, and I didn't really give much information. I was pretty offended by some of her questions, actually. And one of the questions was, do you have running water? And I said, are you kidding? I said, what do you think? I said, come on, really? You're asking me? She said, you'd be surprised how many clients in my territory area do not have them, because she handled a certain area for the government and kept tabs on it, which I thought was really weird too. But I, having lived in the sort of the inner city community and being very familiar with it and not feeling uncomfortable and being in a 50-50 apartment building. I mean, it's like all summer long this crap was going on, and it's just, how, like, you're in an elevator and it's half white people, half black people in the building. It's sort of like, yeah, we've been getting along for a while. Why are you having to screw it up with your bullshit? I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad. So I don't know what structural racism Harry's talking about, because he doesn't even know. Can you imagine him like having to go work in a factory, punch a time clock, and then buy groceries and make dinner? I don't know. Maybe he could. I'm so sick of this crap I could just throw up. Well, yeah, they're brokering an extension to the 12-month Megxit deal. This is what I'm saying. See, for Meghan, this is just like... So this was December 26th. So this is more or less, for Meghan anyway, it's like her contract is up. Sort of like maybe her daddy when he had contracts that maybe were coming to an end and he had to renegotiate. And she's growing up as a little girl, maybe listening to him talk about it or being around it, where she knew that this was going on. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like if you had a dad that worked in a factory that lost his job, or a dad that worked in a mine that lost his job, or something like that, right? So, and you'd know, oh, wow, I remember growing up when my dad was laid off, when my dad was a carpenter, blah, blah, blah. So Meghan ticked all the boxes. She brought up the union shit, which there aren't as many trade unions in the U.S. as really there ever. I mean, I don't think Meghan utilized a union to negotiate her contracts. I think she utilized her body in many cases. And that type of thing. And if you can't put that up, but this was, again, this is back in December. Let's Megate. Prince Harry plans UK visit to clinch extension to 12-month Megxit deal. Is this starting to, and he did bring this up in the interview at they need security, and I wrote, this is such bullshit. She just wants to be protective. These papers fell on the floor when I started this. We just want security, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, it says 8:48. That their deal was up at the end of the month. Harry had said that. I've got to find. Oh yeah. Okay, I can't find it now. So, it was in the last half hour of the interview, and I wrote down Harry is toast at 8:37, and it ended at 9. Just to give you have to do the same at my job. Oh. And all they did was Diana comparison race, mental health race, no security race. That's kind of how it went. So if you live in the city and you have been getting along with your neighbors for like 30 years, and then you hear this stuff coming from a guy that's never been lived outside of a palace except when he was in the army doing stuff and being grubby, and I don't really know what went down there, but we can assume, okay, was that normal life where he wasn't being waited on? I don't know. But for the most part, this guy doesn't do anything, but right now his job is complaining and bullshitting about experiences in life that he knows nothing about. Now, Meghan is going to be 40 years old in a couple months, okay? She is an old woman. She's a middle-aged lady. Okay, so she is like right now preparing her nest egg to, she's just thinking, oh my God, I got to get more. I got to get more. I got to get more. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. And Harry, you better, this is Megan. Oh my God. Kate upsets me so much. I want to kill myself. Oh. And we have to get out of here. These people are going to drive me to suicide. Don't you understand? I need money. I need security, or I'm going to kill myself. All right. I mean, that's honestly. So this is what he said during the interview, that his, at the end of the month, that their deal is up, that their agreement is up at the end of the month. I don't know what I did with that piece of paper. So I'm guessing it's 8:58. Their agreement's up at the end of the month. That's what he said during the interview. So, I wonder why the timing of the interview. Okay, so now let's go to this. They want a more permanent agreement to continue as non-working royals in California. What does that mean? They just want they want money. They want to get paid. They want their lifestyle paid for. Who pays their electric bill right now? Which is probably several $1,000s a month. And their water bill. You know how much water costs for just like a 1-bedroom apartment right now? And the further away from this, do you know? Oh my God. You used to be able to just get water and hot water. Well, at least you got water. And you could flush the toilet. Does Megan know that? I don't know, guys. I thought it was pretty bad. Okay. Oh. One moment. Let me just double check something. Relationship is space. Life is about storytelling. At 8:49, and then went right straight back into race. Okay. So don't forget, this is, even though they're making their own money, they want more. I think she's doing it just to gain attention from Charles. Let's do this, shall we? Or should we just end it? Okay, so this is Bobby Signs. Go. Okay. Oh my God, come on. Wow, what is wrong here? Okay.
So I'm going to mute myself and press play.
For Save With Stories, we're going to read Duck Rabbit.
Okay, first of all, it's a book that the kids should be learning what animals are at this stage of the game. Rabbit, mouse, chicken. He's going to go into that chicken coop and he's going to think it's a damn duck. Does she have highlights in her hair right there, or is that just turning gray?
Good job. Hey, look, a duck.
It's balding
It's
right
not a
there.
duck, that's a rabbit. Yeah, can you turn the page?
There's no, she's not comfortable with him and he's not comfortable with her. It's like it's just a child sitting on her lap. This is my opinion only. Fair use for educational purposes only. I don't understand this child. First of all, and she looks so much different than what she just looked with Oprah. I don't know if she continues to go into a plastic surgery office and does shit or what. But are there extensions for eyebrows? Because I swear to God, she had them. She had like big, huge painted on eyebrows. Ugh. With Oprah.
After that. Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. What's on the next page? See? There's his bill.
That's just a kid that's probably that maybe just had a nap or something, got up and spent up for a while, had something to eat, and then is on Megan's lap. You know, that kid, we'll keep, it's not, he's not, they're not bonding together.
Those are his ears, silly. It's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread.
He wants to get away from her. And then all of a sudden...
Is that the piece of bread? Let's turn the page. Let's show everybody. It's a rabbit, and he's about to...
If this was mother and child that had gone through this book before, there would have been more familiarity. Megan knows how to do this crap. She knows how to look into a camera. She knows how to say lines. She knows how to look at the man hands here. She knows how to interact with other people. You know. All right. I hope I don't get anyone in trouble on this one here.
Let's go to the next page. Look, Arch. That's the cover. Let's go to the next page. Wait, listen. Did you hear that? I heard duck sounds. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass.
Why would you confuse a kid like that? I'm sorry. It's just, it doesn't seem, for me, I'm pretty pragmatic. So to me, I'm like, you know, that's just going to confuse a kid. Why? See, it's just everything with them. But see, she thinks she's 20. She's a 40-year-old hag. Faking another pregnancy.
There, see? Look, Archie. It's flying. Flying.
Okay, there you go, right there. Look, Archie. Okay, wouldn't she say, look, boo-boo? Or something like that? I mean, if I'm playing with my cat, I have more of a bond.
It's hopping. Let's turn the page.
I don't even see it.
Look, the duck is so hot. He's getting a drink of water. No, the rabbit is so
whoever
hot.
did this, wrote this book and did the illustrations, I still don't get it. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. And I don't even, it doesn't register with me as something I would ever even, I'd look at it in a store and I go, forget it. I mean, I'd start teaching a kid to read right away. But that's, I mean, I just, you know, whatever. Okay.
Pulling off his ears. That's the sun. And what's that? Fish. Let's turn the page. Let's see what else happens. Look at the duck through my binoculars.
This is not her kid. This is not her kid. There's no maternal mom-child bond. Look, Archie. And is this the color she does her room in? And what is that? Is that a plant or is that... I thought she had like Soho House taste. Where are they?
Let's turn the page, then what happens? Let's turn the page.
I don't know, that doesn't...
Here, ducky, ducky. Here, you cute.
White furniture with a child? Really? Couple of accidents? Couple of doo-doo accidents? Food, stuff like that. Are you kidding?
Little rabbit.
No way. Mm-mm. Unless it's
great.
leather.
You scared him away. Archie, look, you didn't scare him away. I didn't scare him away.
Look at
I
this.
scared him away.
She just wants to
Let's
get...
finish this book first, then we'll have that book.
That kid's just...
You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now, I'm actually thinking, that it was a duck.
All he did was take it and lower it on the ground. He doesn't want to be around her. This is not... This is like a 3-minute video that this kid... If they were mom and son, they could have done a couple of takes until they got it right. And this was the best they could do? Yeah, sure.
And it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? What happened?
And then she looks in the camera, duck, duck, rabbit, or something like that. This is not mother-child. This kid doesn't know her, and she's having a difficult time with her big, huge arm, literally having to hold this kid down. He doesn't want to be on her lap. But there's something else I wanted to show you.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look! An anteater!
There is no connection.
That's no anteater.
She has to hold the kid under the arm and hold him down. And he's huge. We just saw someone this size running around in the video a year later with Oprah. That was fake too. And they're showing the child darker now. I guess
That's
it's...
the Brachiosaurus. Let's turn the page. What's next? The end. Good job.
Bravo!
It wasn't like she was kissing him. It just was really like then they're having to cheer him on. And it just was too weird for me. And the hair, this was obviously styled. Can you imagine? She's probably giving it extensions already. That's not mother and child. No way.
Bravo!
Yay! Duck rabbit.
She's looking at probably another guy. That was really bad. That was so bad. But there's something else I wanted to show you. When she moved. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Cute little rabbit.
Ugh.
Oh, great. You scared him away. Archie, look. You
He doesn't want to be near her. Look at... Well, yeah, she looks
scared him away.
she looks like a white chick,
I
doesn't
didn't
she?
scare him away. You scared him away. Let's finish this book first, then we'll have that book. You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit.
Oh my
Thing is,
god.
now I'm actually thinking, that it was a duck. We'll read this one next. That it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? What happened? I don't know. What do you want to do?
That's
Hey,
not
look.
normal and natural.
An anteater. That's no anteater. That's a Brachiosaurus.
That's not her kid. No way.
And
Look at the size of her legs.
good job.
Bravo!
Oh my god. Look at the size of her. Oh wow. Those aren't the slim legs we saw in a bikini. So now they're all cheering the kid so he smiles.
Yay!
But
Duck rabbit.
that's not, no way, that's not mother and child. There's no effing way in HE double toothpicks. And in addition to that, this kid looks nothing like her and nothing like him, like at all. Like you can try to do this up any way you want, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Harry always had like this real kind of beady little face with bright ginger hair. And I don't believe he was ever really that, I don't know. This is just too weird for me. All right, well, let's go back to this then. And, okay. So they were brokering an extension. And I guess it's up at the end of the month.